Namaskar and welcome to the fourth class on operations management. First of all, thank you very much for attending this training program. As I told you, this training program is important for students, professionals and entrepreneurs. You know why? Because all businesses needs operations management in order to function. Operation is an essential part to run any kind of business. Obtaining skills in operations management can make you a better manager. Knowledge on operations management can make you become a top executive. I'm really happy and glad to see you all here. Thank you very much for coming. Last week the subject that I covered was the scope of operations management, but because the subject is kind of really lengthy, I split the subject in two videos or two classes. If you have missed out the previous video, I would suggest it is really worth to go over them. The videos are all available in my YouTube channel. Okay, well, in the previous class I covered the first two stages of the scope of operations management, that is the product design and the process design. I gave you example of a company that decides to start manufacturing of motorcycle, in which case what will be the scope of operations management. Today we shall cover the other stages as shown in the diagram here. Okay, that is the location of facility, plant layout and material handling, plant layout and facility design, production planning and control, quality management, material management and plant maintenance. This is what we will cover today. Okay, but before we move ahead, let me quickly recap the previous class or previous session where I explained you the first two phases, that's the product design and the process design. The scope of operations management as shown in the diagram here starts right from the generation of idea, following by the screening of idea. Then there is a feasibility study where they do the market analysis, technical analysis and the economic analysis. Okay, and then there is a preliminary design done, pilot run and test, and finally the product is launched in the market. Okay, the scope of operations management starts right from the conceptualization of idea. When the idea is conceived, the team of engineers, they work on the design of the product, the physical appearance, the dimension of the motorcycle, the size, styling, performance of the motorcycle, what kind of chassis, what kind of suspension, aerodynamic efficiency, what should be the engine power, whether it's going to be 500cc, 750cc, etc, etc, etc. Okay, following which the next stage is the screening of idea. In this stage, the group of team members does a thorough evaluation of the idea, and considering different dimensions, the organization decides which idea to progress and which idea should be dropped. All right. After the idea is accepted and approved, okay, the next step is the feasibility study. In the feasibility study, the management and the team of engineers does different type of analysis like the market analysis, technical analysis and the economic analysis, which I covered in detail in my previous video also. Okay, after the feasibility study, the next step is the preliminary design. All right. Preliminary design involves building of prototype. In the preliminary design, the prototype is designed and approved by respective stakeholders, and the viable prototype is finalized by the organization. Okay, so once the preliminary design is done, the next step is pilot run and test of the prototype. Okay, in which the prototype is tested several times. If any discrepancy is found, preventive action and corrective action are carried out and necessary modifications are done. And after the test is approved, clearance for product launch is given by the internal and sometimes external stakeholders too. And finally, then the product is launched in the market. Okay, so far we have understood only the product design and the process design. All right. So now we shall understand the other stages of the scope of the operations management, like location of the facility, plant layout and the facility design, production planning and control, quality management, material management and plant maintenance. Okay, or the maintenance management. So the location of manufacturing facility, I tell you, is the most important aspect as far as the scope of the operations management is concerned. I tell you why. Normally, huge financial investment is required to start a manufacturing business, and majority of the capital will go in the acquiring of good place and its factory in a good location. When I say good location, first of all, the place must be easily accessible through wide roads, which will even make the transportation easy, because delivery of product, which in the case of motorcycle, okay, needs big vehicle. All right, like 40 feet high cube container vehicles and stuff like that. And such big vehicles needs wide road for commuting. Also, while choosing the location, all right, the operations, while choosing the location for the operation, what is kept in mind is the company's expansion plan. So when the company is planning to expand, they should have good enough space for their future expansion, all right. Many other things like supply of material, the weather condition, the transportation facility, and everything else which is essential in this regard should be taken into consideration. Okay. So the next stage, all right, after the location of facility is done, the next stage is the plant layout. Once the suitable location of the plant has been decided upon, the next important issue is the design of the plant layout. How it works is after the prototype is approved by respective stakeholders of the organization, and the prototype is also approved by external sometimes, okay, external partner, the next step is the design of the plant layout, which is also known as facilities design. Okay. If you look at the layout structure here, okay, you would see that the plant layout constitutes planning of amount of space required for all kind of activities. Where will be the equipment placed, placement of machineries as per the production processes, placement of manufacturing lines, assembly location, quality and inspection area, WIP stock location, work in progress, location of stores, location of warehouse, location of finished goods store, raw material stores, etc, etc, etc. Okay. The layout is always designed keeping in mind the movement of men and material within the shop floor area or the production area. Simply put, plant layouts is a plan for effective utilization of facilities for the manufacture of product, involving a most efficient arrangement of machine, material, manpower, storage spaces, and all supporting services within the available floor space. So plant layouts plays an important role in the scope of the operations management. The next is creating the standard operating procedure of production planning, quality management, and material handling or material management and plant maintenance. Okay, I've covered production planning in my previous video too. Production planning is about what product need to be produced, when it need to be produced, and how much need to be produced. If you were to give an example of motorcycle manufacturing company, the production is determined by as per the market demand. In order to produce required product as per the market demand, the resource manager or production manager creates master production schedule, okay, MPS. Now, what is this MPS? MPS, with the master production schedule, is a document that determines what product need to be produced, how much need to be produced, and when it need to be produced. What need to be produced is there as per the customer demand, customer order, or the demand management. How much need to be produced is also known to the company because it's as per the demand management. But whether or not the company is capable to produce the item, that much quantity, is the important aspect. The production manager has to follow some checkpoint to make it happen. Here in the flow chart, if you see, which is generally a part of the production planning and control, I have explained this diagram in my previous video too in the objective of operations management. Production planning or master production schedule is done on the basis of market demand and customer order. Against the production planning, material requirement planning is done, which is what material is required, how much is required, and when it is required. The capacity planning is done, resource planning is done, scheduling is done, quality inspection is done, production is finally done as per the batch or lot. Material is transferred to the finished goods store, and finally from the finished goods store the material is transferred to the delivered to the customer. Okay, you would see the allocation of resources is done during the planning stages, and during production process the resource manager or production manager ensures that resources are utilized as per the planning. If we take a case, assuming if the plan is to produce 1000 motorcycle in 2 weeks time, which means in a week at least 500 motorcycle need to be manufactured. If everything goes as per the plan, is good. Just in case if production does not happen as per the plan, the production department is able to produce only 300 motorcycle instead of 500 motorcycle. Then what will be the mitigation plan to produce the balance 800 motorcycle in the subsequent week? In such scenario, how to manage production of 800 motorcycle, what kind of checkpoint to be taken care to handle such situation is all documented as a part of the production planning and control. So before the start of operation, it is imperative to create the standard operating procedure of production planning and control too. The next is the quality management. Quality control is one of the most important aspect as far as the scope of the operations management is concerned. Quality control is essential to building a successful business that delivers product that meets or exceeds customers' expectation. It also forms the basis of an efficient business that minimizes waste and operates at high level of productivity. Quality is done in different stages of product development life cycle, right from the receipt of material in the store. Okay, there is inward QC done during production and the assembly manufacturing. In process quality check, they call it an IPQC. After the production, finished goods, okay, FGQC is done, which is finished good quality check, okay, and the production and the finished good is produced. But before the dispatch of material, quality inspection is done. If there are any discrepancies found, corrective and preventive action is taken. Quality improvement is a continuous process. It helps the organization reduce wastages and increase efficiency. It is an ongoing process that evaluates how an organization works and what kind of improvement can be introduced to further enhance the operation. So, defining quality processes, quality procedures and quality policies is the important scope of the operations management. So far we have seen product design, process design, location of facility, plant layout and material handling, production planning and control, and quality management or a quality control. Okay. Two other important aspect that falls under the scope of operations management is material management and plant maintenance or maintenance management. Material management is all about holding and treatment of material within and outside the organization. It is concerned with the movement of material from one warehouse to another warehouse, from one location to another location, from WIP to another WIP stores, from stores to the shop floor, from machine and from one process to another process. Okay, so the aim of material handling is to acquire, transport and store the material in such a way to minimize the related cost. The final scope of operations management is the plant maintenance or maintenance management. Plant maintenance is critical part of operations management. I tell you why. Because plant maintenance helps achieve minimum breakdown and help keep the plant and machinery in good working condition at the lowest possible cost. Machines and other facilities should be kept in such a condition which permits them to be used at the optimum capacity without any interruption or without any hindrance. Production in a plant is generally a continuous process. Okay, the machineries are operated for a long time to meet the production requirement. Therefore, it is very important all these machines and all the tools should be maintained well and fair. Any shortfall in their availability can lead to downtime or breakage and the entire production process will suffer. And hence it is the responsibility of the operations management to keep the plant in good condition as well as keeping the machines and other equipment in the right state so that the organization can use them in their optimal capacity. So operating procedure definition also comprises of maintenance schedule, maintenance reference guide, maintenance procedures and policies. These are all the important aspects of the scope of the operations management. So now we have learned what is the scope of operations management. I'll repeat again. The scope of operations management starts from the product design, then the process design, the location of facility, plant layout or facilities design, production planning and control, quality management, material management and plant maintenance or the maintenance management. Okay. If the scope is well defined and executed, it becomes easy to achieve the prime objective of operations management, which is customer service and customer satisfaction by providing the right product with the right quantity at the right price and at the right time. So far we have covered what is operations management, what is objective of operations management and what is the scope of operations management. So in the next class we shall cover what are the functions of operations management, the functions of operations management. Until then, thank you for watching this video. This is Sudhir Soman Nair signing off. Yes, to receive updates and notification of all upcoming videos, my training videos, you may subscribe to this channel. Thank you and bye for now.